There's something magical about the first steps of a baby animal. Whether it's a wobbly kitten, a clumsy puppy, or a newborn foal struggling to stand, these moments are pure heart-melting gold. The tiniest paws, the unsure footing, and the determined little faces make it impossible not to say, "Oh!" Imagine a baby elephant only a few hours old, using its tiny trunk for balance as it stumbles forward, or a fluffy duckling following its mom, its little webbed feet flapping against the ground. Even a newborn panda, blind and helpless, clinging to its mother's fur is enough to make anyone's heart burst. And then there are the puppies and kittens, small enough to fit in the palm of your hand, taking their first wobbly steps before toppling over. But no matter how many times they fall, they always get back up, tails wagging, eyes wide with wonder. What happens when these tiny creatures get a little more confident? When things get really adorable? Baby animals might be tiny, but their curiosity is gigantic. As soon as they can walk, they're off on a mission, sniffing, pawing, and tumbling their way through the world. And the result? Some of the cutest and funniest moments ever. Picture a tiny kitten pouncing on a leaf, acting like it's the greatest hunt of its life. Or a baby goat launching into the air for its first ever zoomies, its little legs kicking out in excitement. Even baby penguins, dressed in their fluffy down feathers, waddle around confidently, like they own the place. And then there are the fearless explorers, puppies discovering mirrors, ducklings chasing after bubbles, or baby foxes play fighting with their siblings. Every moment is packed with pure joy and innocence. But what's even cuter than baby animals exploring? Baby animals snuggling. Get ready for some serious cuddle overload. Is there anything cuter than baby animals snuggling? Whether it's with their mums, their siblings, or even humans, these tiny creatures know how to make hearts melt. Picture a newborn golden retriever puppy, its tiny body curled up against its siblings in a perfect little cuddle pile. Or a baby sloth wrapping its arms around its mother, hanging on like a little furry backpack. And let's not forget about baby rabbits. So fluffy and small, they almost disappear when they cuddle together in a nest. Even the wildest animals have their soft side. Lion cubs love to nuzzle against their mum's warm fur, and baby otters will literally hold hands while they sleep to keep from drifting apart. And if you think that's adorable, just wait until you see how much they love to play. When baby animals play, it's a combination of chaos, cuteness, and comedy. Whether they're chasing their own tails, tumbling over their oversized paws, or bouncing around like little bundles of energy, playtime is pure entertainment. Imagine a group of tiny puppies discovering a pile of leaves for the first time, diving in head first, rolling around and wagging their tails like crazy. Or a baby panda determined to climb a tree, only to flop backward in the funniest way possible. Even baby horses, known as foals, love to race each other across fields, their long legs kicking up in excitement. And then there are the tiny animals that don't quite understand how things work yet, like a baby hedgehog trying to roll into a ball but getting stuck halfway, or a baby owl flapping its wings like crazy, not realizing it's not quite ready to fly. But what happens when playtime turns into a little too much mischief? Let's just say baby animals can get themselves into the most adorable trouble. Some baby animals are little troublemakers, and their adorable mischief only makes them cuter. They get stuck in places they shouldn't be, chew on things they're not supposed to, and give their moms, and humans, plenty of funny moments. Ever seen a baby raccoon try to sneak into a snack cabinet? Or a baby piglet running away with someone's shoe? And let's not forget about kittens knocking things off tables just to watch them fall. Their curiosity leads them into the funniest situations, but their tiny faces make it impossible to be mad. Even wild animals get up to some hilarious antics. Baby foxes love to pounce on anything that moves, and baby elephants have been caught playing with water hoses, accidentally spraying themselves in the face. And after all that mischief, what do baby animals need the most? A nice, cozy nap. And trust me, their sleepy faces are even cuter than their playful ones. There's nothing cuter than a baby animal drifting off to sleep. Their tiny bodies relax, their eyes flutter shut, and sometimes they even let out a little sigh of pure contentment. It's enough to make anyone's heart melt. Imagine a fluffy little kitten curled up in the tiniest ball, its whiskers twitching as it dreams. Or a baby puppy, so exhausted from playing, it falls asleep mid-step, its tiny head dropping to the floor. Even baby elephants, standing up on their wobbly legs, sometimes nod off and nearly tip over. And then there are the babies that that sleep in the most unexpected ways, like a baby panda sprawled out on its back, belly up, or a duckling dozing off while floating on water. Some even snore, their little noses twitching as they breathe. But what happens when these tiny, sleepy babies are just too cute to be real? Well, some of them actually look like little plush toys brought to life. Some baby animals are so unbelievably adorable they don't even look real. They look like tiny stuffed animals, except they move, blink, and make the most precious little sounds. Take the baby harp seal, for example. With its fluffy white fur, round black eyes, and tiny flippers, it looks like it belongs in a toy store. Or a newborn hedgehog with its tiny pink nose and barely there spikes. It's like someone shrank it down to pocket size. And let's not forget about teacup puppies, baby chinchillas, or fluffy little bunnies that fit right in the palm of your hand. Some animals are naturally small, while others are just born looking extra tiny and soft. But these impossibly cute animals still have to learn about the world, and their reactions to everything new, absolutely priceless. There's something so heartwarming about baby animals experiencing things for the first time. Their reactions are full of wonder, excitement, and sometimes just pure confusion. A baby puppy tasting peanut butter for the first time. Prepare for the cutest lip smacking ever. A tiny otter pup discovering water. Some dive right in, while others hilariously panic and back away. And then there are kittens seeing snow for the first time, leaping around like little fluffy snowflakes. And let's not forget about baby animals meeting new friends. A baby deer sniffing a puppy, or a tiny piglet being introduced to a cat. Their little noses twitch, their tails wag, and before you know it, they've found a best friend for life. But what's even cuter than their reactions? The tiny sounds they make while experiencing the world. Baby animals don't just look adorable, they sound adorable too. Their tiny squeaks, chirps, and meows are enough to make anyone's heart melt. Imagine a baby otter letting out a tiny squeaky cry calling for its mom, or a baby goat maaing in the funniest, highest-pitched voice. Even baby foxes make unexpected little giggles that sound almost human. And then there are puppies and kittens making those irresistible little whimpers when they want to be held. Baby penguins have the softest chirps, and even baby bears, despite growing up to be massive, start out making the most delicate little grumbles. But sometimes, those adorable sounds come with an equally adorable accident, like a clumsy baby animal taking a tiny tumble. Let's be honest, baby animals aren't the most graceful creatures. Their tiny legs don't always work the way they want. Their paws are sometimes too big for their bodies, and when they try to run, it often ends in a hilarious faceplant. Picture a baby elephant tripping over its own trunk, or a newborn giraffe taking its very first steps, its long, wobbly legs shaking before it flops over into the grass. Even little ducklings, who are usually so confident, sometimes trip over their own webbed feet while following their mum. And then there are the extra playful ones, like kittens leaping off furniture only to miscalculate the landing, or puppies rolling down hills like tiny, fluffy tumbleweeds. But no matter how many times they fall, they always get up again, tails wagging and ready for more fun. And sometimes the cutest moments happen when baby animals form the most unexpected friendships. Some of the most adorable moments happen when baby animals form friendships with creatures you'd never expect. It's proof that cuteness has no boundaries. Imagine a tiny baby monkey cuddling up with a litter of newborn puppies, wrapping its little arms around them like stuffed animals. Or a baby deer nuzzling a fluffy kitten, both of them completely content. Even more surprising, baby owls that love to snuggle with puppies, or a tiny piglet bonding with a duckling. Then there are the friendships that look straight out of a storybook, like a baby tiger playing with a Labrador retriever, or a little lamb hopping around with a baby kangaroo. These unlikely duos stick together, play together, and even nap together. But what happens when people dress up these tiny animals in costumes? Get ready for a cuteness overload. As if baby animals weren't already cute enough, put them in tiny outfits, and the cuteness levels go through the roof. Picture a fluffy little puppy wearing a tiny bee costume, wagging its tail with excitement, or a kitten dressed as a tiny lion, looking extra fierce until it topples over. And let's not forget about baby bunnies wearing tiny hats, or ducklings dressed up as superheroes, waddling around with tiny capes. Some of the funniest moments happen when baby animals don't quite understand their costumes. A puppy trying to chase its own tail, only to get stuck in a little dinosaur outfit, or a tiny piglet dressed as a pumpkin, happily munching on a real one. But while some animals love to dress up, others don't need costumes to steal hearts. Some are just naturally adorable, even the ones that will grow up to be massive. Some of the biggest, most powerful animals start off as the tiniest bundles of fluff, and when they're babies, they're just as playful, clumsy, and cute as any puppy or kitten. Take baby elephants, for example. They have oversized ears, chubby little trunks, and the most hilarious way of running, like they can't quite control their legs yet. Or baby bears, rolling around like fluffy balls of fur before they grow into mighty creatures. Even baby hippos, which will eventually be massive, start off looking like adorable round potatoes. And let's not forget about baby lions and tigers, tiny, spotted, and with the softest little roars that sound more like squeaks. Even the biggest creatures, like whales, start off small, staying close to their mums and learning how to navigate the world. And when these little giants discover toys, that's when things get really funny. One of the funniest things to watch is baby animals discovering toys for the first time. Whether it's a ball, a stuffed animal, or even just a random object they find fascinating, their reactions are priceless. Imagine a tiny kitten attacking a feather toy with all the determination of a jungle predator, only to get startled by its own tail. Or a baby goat headbutting a ball, chasing after it like it's the best thing ever. And let's not forget about puppies who don't quite understand fetch yet, running after the ball but forgetting to bring it back. Even baby elephants love toys. They kick around logs, roll in the dirt, and even play with tires like they're the best gifts in the world. Some baby animals even have favorite stuffed animals they carry everywhere, snuggling them like security blankets. But the cutest moments of all, when baby animals show love in the most heartwarming ways. The absolute sweetest moments happen when baby animals express love. Whether it's towards their mums, their siblings, or even humans, these tiny creatures have the most heartwarming ways of showing affection. A baby puppy nuzzling up to its owner, licking their face with the tiniest little tongue. A kitten rubbing its head against a child's cheek, purring softly. Or a baby deer resting its head on someone's lap, completely trusting and calm. Even wild animals show love in adorable ways. Baby elephants wrap their trunks around their moms, and baby otters hold on to each other while floating in the water. And if you've ever seen a baby fox get excited when it sees a human, it trusts. You know how special these bonds can be. No matter the species, baby animals remind us of the purest kind of love. The kind that's innocent, playful, and completely irresistible. And that's why we just can't get enough of them. No matter how big or small, wild or tame, these tiny creatures share one thing in common. They bring endless smiles and warmth to our hearts. And the best part, there's always more cuteness to discover. So which baby animal moment melted your heart the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more adorable animal content. Because let's be honest, who doesn't need more cuteness in their life?